24-25 veteran, are you implying the Mavs 24-25 season was comparable to war? So what, honestly, and you guys feel free to answer this question for me. Just from a difficulty perspective, what was the difference of being a Mavs fan this year and being an active military member? What's the difference? Like, I have some of my closest friends are vets, and they said this was the hardest year of their life. Statistically, just about 97% of the military have it a lot easier. Man, you know what? I know what you mean. 97% of the military is not involved in an active war situation. 100% of Mavs fans were involved in this active war situation. There was a 100% casualty rate. Okay, now that's just what I'm saying. Dirk Nowitzki, if you can hear us, save us, Dirk. Save us, Mr. Nowitzki. If you can hear me, Dirk, save us. If you can hear me, Dirk, save us. Dirk Nowitzki, if you can hear us, save us. Please, Dirk. Please save us. One spin. One single spin, guys. We're just going to do one spin. We've got one spin, guys. We've got one spin. And we usually only like to do one spin just because we don't want to put too much into the universe. And see, just one spin, the Mavs move up to a 4, which is an outcome that I'd 100% be cool with. I'd 100% be cool with the one spin, Mavs landing up to 4. The lottery. Yes, and I'll go beyond that even. I was actually asked to conduct the lottery myself. And whenever I was on my way, I was frisked. They found weaponry on me because I was ready to do what needed to be done to ensure the Mavericks win the lottery. The Chicago Bulls picking 12th. All right, here we go, Mavs. Mavs are supposed to pick 11th. If they not here, they move into the top 4. Don't be Dallas Mavericks on that card. Oh my God, the Mavericks have moved up in the draft. Oh, this is not a drill. The Mavericks have actually moved up in the draft. They're top 4. Holy shit. I cannot believe this actually just happened. The Spurs are in the top 4. Silver, your ass is out of control. Oh, that's so brutal. The Jazz are 5th. The worst team in the league moves down to 5. Oh, brutal. Woo, come on, baby. Come on. Be good. I summoned the spirits of the Mavs, and they listened, and they answered. They always listen, and they always answer. The spirits are so good. Why are they showing that rigged-ass draft? Why are they showing that rigged draft? Why are they showing the rigged draft highlights? Drew with the 199 flag for KD. I'd jump off a building. Not even joking. Once and off the fucking screen. They're showing an ex-Maverick. They're showing an ex-Maverick right after saying the lottery's rigged. They're showing an ex-Maverick right after they say the lottery is rigged. Here we go. We're about to find out. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Here we go. With the 4th pick. The 4th pick is going to be the Charlotte Hornets. The Mavs are top 3. Oh my God. Number 3. The Sixers are 3. The Mavericks are 1 or 2. The Mavericks are 1 or 2. The 2nd overall pick. Who's it going to be? This is the Mavs won the lottery. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There is literally no way this just happened. There is literally 0 way this just fucking happened. The Mavericks just won the draft lottery. Are you kidding me? This just happened. I have to pour water on myself to make sure I'm not in some elaborate dream. I can't believe this just happened. The Mavericks have the number 1 overall pick. They have never moved up in the history of their franchise, and they just won the lottery. They just won the lottery. How's it going, Adam? No, it's okay. I'm on mute. I muted it. You want me to double check? Okay. Yep, it's muted. I know. You got the wire transfer? Great. No, I won't say anything about it. It's muted, dude. Calm that bald little head of yours. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll send you a second payment soon. This is one of the craziest turns of events in the history of the NBA. I mean, the craziest season a team has probably ever had in the history of the National Basketball Association has just become even crazier. Actually nuts that this just happened, guys. Oh my. So what does this mean? You want to know what's fucked up about this? Is again, I'm doing slightly unplugged this year, and I will be gone for the draft. I will be gone for the draft. I won't even know what's going to happen in the draft until I'm back. Oh, he don't look happy? I don't give a fuck. You think any of us are happy? Bring your ass on down, buddy. Bring your ass on down. Can't believe this has transpired. Oh, he don't look happy? I don't give a fuck. You think any of us are happy? Bring your ass on down, buddy. Bring your ass on down. I can't not. Guys, the league might be rigged, guys. You guys might have been cooking a little bit with the conspiracies. The league might be rigged, guys. Yeah, Nico, I saw the vision the whole time, Nico, I saw the vision all the way. I saw the vision, Nico. I never lost faith of it. I never lost sight of the vision. I asked him, I said, I asked him what he was doing, but he had a show. I mean, I said the whole time, I don't believe any of the Vegas conspiracies. The only conspiracy I would somewhat buy into was if the Mavericks won the draft lottery. That is the only time where I'd be like, okay. That's the only time where I would be like, what's happening exactly? This is just unbelievable that this happened, man. Oh, you want to know something crazy? Go get a guard. This team's going to be good. Oh, my God. I cannot. I actually, I'm not going to lie. I got a little delusional earlier today that the Mavs are going to move up in the lottery. I did not let myself think they were going to get the number 1 overall pick. I did at no point did I let myself think they were getting the number 1 overall pick. That's right. Keep an eye out on this Cooper Flag kid. I called it. I called it in March back when no one was talking about him. Holy shit. Just draft Cooper Flag. Honestly, dude, please. Patrick Dumont. Please, somehow, somebody get this through to Patrick Dumont. Let me put my hat back on. Somebody please get this through to Patrick Dumont. Please, Patrick Dumont, listen to me. Listen to me closely. Everything you've done so far has been a fucking catastrophe. Do you understand what I'm telling you? There's a chance for you to fix this. You draft Cooper Flag number 1 overall. If Nico Harrison suggests a singular other option, you fire his ass on the spot. Period. Please get this through to Dumont. It will be the same level of upset. No, it won't be the same level of upset. But understand what I'm telling you. You have been given a get out of jail free card, literally, because in my opinion, you should be in a federal penitentiary right now, but you've been giving a get out of jail free card. If there is a single thought to not draft Cooper Flag number 1 overall, please fire Nico Harrison. And seriously, somebody please send this through to him. Please sell the team. Sell it to me on a discount. I'll get the funds together. I'll sell some more of these hats. I'll get the funds together. You understand what I'm telling you? Please. Seriously. It's going to be if they trade Cooper Flag for Kevin Durant, I will jump off of a fucking roof. I'm not joking. I will jump off of a fucking roof. So the Pelicans trade AD to the Lakers and they get their number 1 overall pick. Now the Mavericks trade Luka to the Lakers and get the number 1 overall pick. Yeah. The league is rigged. I told you guys this. I literally spelled it out. The league is rigged. They have rigged the league. I have contacted Adam Silver. I have spoken to him. I have wired him money. What is surprising about this? I have said this to you. Efren with the $9.99. How many Mavs fans are yelling for the rooftops that number 1 pick was included in the Luka trade? Y'all just sleep. I mean, I'm open to it. Like I said this the whole time. The only potential conspiracy theory I would subscribe to is if the Mavericks won the lottery. That was the only one that I could possibly believe in. Okay, now let's talk about this. What does the team look like? Well, now all of a sudden, Zero Titch, welcome to Slightly Delusional Club. All it did was me showing the YouTube chat and you're in here. So what does this do? Well, it completely and total, it gives you a bunch of different options. So I'll say this. By the start of next season, either Cooper Flag is on the Dallas Mavericks or Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the Dallas Mavericks. Those are really the only two options. If there's a third option there, then something's gotten so fucking disastrous. Because even if Cooper Flag were to say, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in Dallas. One, you say, that fucking sucks. We're drafting you. Or two, you say, all right, fine. Here you go. Let's do it, Milwaukee. Let's do it. Let's get to talking. Let's have a conversation. I just want to talk. So now you have two Duke boys. Derek Lively will be 22 years old next year. Second year, Cooper Flag. That could be the front court of your future right there. Incredible defensive front court. That just feels like an automatic, like top 6, top 7 defense for the next 10 years. Like that's what that is, right? That just feels like an automatic top 7 defense. Okay. So those two cannot not be on the roster. And you know what? You want to know something? Hold on. Let me pause this. Let me table this conversation. Okay. All of the media, this sucks. This sucks. Fuck you. Who would you want to win the lottery? Huh? Who did you want to win the lottery? The Charlotte Hornets? Well, they've been tanking for so long. Oh, wait, let me understand something. The Mavericks a couple years ago tanked for 2 games, and it was a crime against humanity. They tanked for 2 games. It was a crime against humanity. But now, let the Hornets, like all of these shit fucking teams, they deserve it, man. They've been tanking for 10 years. Fuck you. You go find a way to get a guard. You've got tradable contracts. You have picks down the line that you can trade. You go get a guard, a ball handler, right? And you just kind of run it back. That's honestly what I'm somewhat expecting. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. Lonesso 199. It's funny because it was all the viewers that came from the Luka trade watching us while in sadness, but now that impossible has happened, they hate to see us happy. Yeah, I know. That is what's happened. That's what the $2 site. Would you consider a third option? Luka? No, that's not gonna happen. Go out and get a guard. Right? Yeah, Gafford's absolutely tradable. And by the way, there's been reports lately that Gafford wants center money. He's going to be a guy who's going to be traded. I saw people upset about that. Gafford is tradable. Okay. Gafford is tradable. And that was never, I've been saying this for months, even before the Luka trade. Gafford getting traded in the summer was like a foregone conclusion. And it has nothing to do with Gafford. I think he's a great player, but he's going to want starter money, and rightfully so, and going to want to play starter minutes, and rightfully so. He's that good. And that just doesn't make sense for this Mavericks team. It's not like an anti-Gafford thing. It makes sense this way. And front court's too packed now, absolutely. Go out and get a guard and run it back. That's what I expect to happen, honestly. They draft Flag, they kind of run it back, go out and get a guard and sort of wait until Kyrie returns, and that'll be your team. It'll be Flag, who's a rookie, so you can't expect too much out of him. Like, he's not going to save your franchise right away. But it's pretty fucking interesting. Now, a second option, and I don't want them to do this, but it is 100% possible that they call the Milwaukee Bucks and they say, hey, can we gauge Giannis's interest in playing here alongside AD, alongside Kyrie when he comes back? What would that look like? Would you guys want the number 1 overall pick? I personally don't want that because, you have been given a get out of jail free card, man. You traded your entire future, and now the future has returned. You now have a future again. So I'm out on that. Although, yeah, that team would be really good. That starting 5 would be disgusting. But I'm out on that personally. I'm worried about it, to be honest with you. Nico said he's win now mode. He ain't worried about the future. Well, Nico also said the biggest thing for the Mavs was to build to the draft. He did say that. It was something along those lines. Third option, and this would be something I would seriously consider. They're not going to do this. But if this were 2K World, this is what I would seriously consider. Is, okay, we have Cooper Flag, generational level, not generational, but one of the more hype prospects in years. We have Cooper Flag. We don't have a lot of our picks from 27 onwards. Let's see what we can get for AD. Let's see if there's a team that's willing to do maybe an opt-in trade for Kyrie or an opt-out and a sign-in trade for Kyrie. And let's see if maybe we can get a pick or two for PJ. Let's see if maybe we can get a pick for Gafford. Let's see what we can get for some of these guys. And let's try to bottom out next year in an effort to pair Cooper Flag alongside with, in a draft next year that's supposed to be loaded at the top, try and pair Cooper Flag along with another great young player, and that'll be our team moving forward. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Or that's a trash option. That won't be a team that's worth watching. Well, I'm saying from a team building perspective, it would give you picks and stuff and you reset your timeline. That's not what they're going to do. But I'm saying I would consider that. I would consider that if I were in charge of the team. A reset. I would consider it. It's on the table. But here's the thing about Flag as well. Flag is... Sorry, sidebar, low-key worried you're not going to be on lockdown anymore. Am I overreacting? No, there's nothing to overreact to. I'm not like Isaac and Nick do the off-season shit. That's all there is to it. So Flag is, by all accounts, and I haven't watched much of them, but by all accounts, Flag is NBA ready. His profile as a player is not somebody who it's like, he's going to need the ball in his hands all the time. We're going to need to like clear out room for him to, do the rookie learning shit and carve out a role for himself and have games where he's 4 of 21 from the field and do all of this stuff. His best skills as a player, and this is just what everyone says, his best skills as a player is the fact that he can do whatever is asked out of him. The fact that he's a ultimate floor raiser. He can pass. He's a great connective playmaker. He can create for himself. It's not like the biggest strength of his, but good play finisher, good passer, again, good connective playmaker, and a fantastic defender. So, slightly, am I better than Flag, right? Should we trade the two? We're right now, I need to ask him this question. No, I said the Rockets wouldn't trade him in for Cooper Flag. So he does help. He does help your win now agenda. He does. He helps your win now agenda. Now, I have to ask this next question. What does this team look like? What does this team look like? Because if you're Flag, you go from the potential of, okay, I can be, I can go to Washington, I can go to Charlotte, I can go to, Utah, New Orleans, any of these teams that have all the high picks, and they will, like, their franchise is mine now, right? Like, their franchise is mine. They will roll out the red fucking carpet. It'll be a whole thing. I can do whatever I want. Like, that's what happens. Look, there's a world where he might not even start. Like, before trades are potentially made, like, there is a world where Cooper Flag does not start. He's coming off the bench because they're starting PJ. Now, look, I was just about to say this, Josh. I'm just saying I could see a world where this happens. I'm just about to say this. Flag at the 3, AD, Lively, and then whatever else you got in the backcourt. That works 1,000,000%. And then you have PJ coming off the bench. That's beautiful. I mean, that's beautiful. And this is the thing kind of where, I have been saying this. Do I think this Mavericks team in their current form is capable of winning a championship? No, I don't. I don't think that. They lack the playmaking. They lack the on-ball creation. Okay? Getting Cooper Flag does not change that. Now, they can make trades. They can make trades and stuff like that to get there. But yeah, they lack shooting. They lack on-ball creation. They lack all that stuff. But it's a nice step in the right direction. And the team that I just laid out for you, and I still believe this, like, the Mavericks will be a competitive team next year. Like there was all this talk like, oh, the Mavericks will miss the play-in next year. It's a possibility. Like it is a possibility with all their injuries and stuff like that. But there's also a real possibility that they're a good team. Like they'll be a competitive team. So much of it relies on Kyrie in his return, and also so much of it relies on what this team's going to do in terms of their. I can't fucking believe this happened. I can't even believe we're talking about this. I should have had more talking points prepared. I did not in a million years. I did not in a million years think this was a possibility. Oh, this is fun. Come on, bro. What the fuck is this? Come on. Come on. I genuinely, this never even crossed my mind. When are hats expect to start shipping out? Just curious. Hats have been shipped out today. Expect them by the end of the week. Now, does this sort of change the like, hey, we can't really afford to be trading into our future? Does this change now where it's like, okay, now we can just say fuck picks. Like we have Cooper Flag now. We'll trade any pick now in an effort to go get Kobe White. Like maybe I've been saying, I was like, I don't know, Kobe White might be too rich for the Mavs blood. Now all of a sudden, maybe it's like, yeah, we don't give a shit. We'll overpay for Kobe White. Will the hats be restocked anytime soon? Yes, the hats will be restocked anytime soon. I still wouldn't touch picks unless it's something great on that table. I mean, this is the most, guys. Can we just like think? All right. Let's just walk through an insane turn of events. All right, let's just walk through this insane turn of events. The Mavericks poopy and pee in their pants in a way in which we've never seen a franchise do it, and trade away their 26-year-old megastar in the middle of the season without warning. All right, look, maybe there was enough there over the last few months where it was like, okay, maybe there was enough there that you could have been like, all right, look, trading Luka, maybe I can see what you're saying. Don't agree with it, whatever. Don't agree with it. But fine, I can kind of get where you're coming from. The way in which the trade happened, the way in which it went down, the way in which the return that you got, all of that is literally inexcusable, can never happen in a million years. So that happens, right? The most down bad a fan base has ever been, probably. Everyone's rightfully freaking the fuck out. Everything that could possibly go wrong from then on out goes wrong. AD gets hurt. Kyrie gets hurt. Lively, Gafford, all hurt. All of these guys get injured. We had a funeral. We literally held a funeral. And the only somewhat possible thing, because you could say Luka comes back. That's not happening. The only somewhat possible thing that could have happened to salvage anything, to salvage any of it, was winning the draft lottery, which we had a 1% chance of doing. That was it. Guys, I don't even think second, third, fourth, I don't even think that matters. Like, obviously, we'd be excited if the Mavs were the fourth, third, second overall pick, because that's also pretty franchise altering potentially. But literally the only possible way that this could be salvaged would be number one overall. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, this is rigged, and I'm for it. Let me be very clear. Giannis, I'd be upset. I would. I just think you've been given a literal golden ticket here. You have a future now. Like, you've said, hey, fuck the future of this team. And fans are like, what's the point of rooting for this team that's probably not even going to win a finals and be shit for 6 years from now for the next decade? And you won that pick. Possible they don't pick Flag. I mean, that would be shocking. If the Spurs offered Castle in the second for the first, would you do it? No, I'm not trading down in the draft. No. I mean, to be completely fair, I haven't looked into any of the prospects really. But, dude, you watch Cooper Flag play, and we watch Dylan Harper stuff, and he's going to be a monster. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be incredible. So I don't want to poo-poo anyone else. But you watch Cooper Flag play, he's just I mean, he's just different. You watch Cooper Flag and it's like this guy needs to be in the NBA right now. Like even high end draft prospects from time to time, you would watch them and just be like, oh yeah, the guy still kind of like struggles with this. Like you watch Cooper Flag, it's like that guy needs to be in the league tomorrow. That guy should be getting 34 minutes for the Charlotte Hornets right this second. You know, he's an NBA player for the Mavericks. Yeah, I mean any team. I honestly think Flag could probably have gotten rotational minutes, maybe not like deep playoff rotational minutes, but rotational minutes for pretty much most teams in the league. Guys, I've told you this forever. I mean, let's I'm calling upon the spirits. Why did I like my own tweet? I didn't even know I did this. I'm calling upon the spirits of the Mavs to give us some good luck tonight. Yes. What happened there? Just got word from Silver. My wire transfer went through. The Mavs are winning the lottery tonight, folks. Guys, when I tell you, I've told you this forever. When I tell you, don't believe in them, believe in me. I told you guys that all last year in the reaction, in the lead up to them making the finals. I said, don't believe in them, believe in me. And what happened? Guys, don't believe in them, believe in me. Don't believe in them, believe in me. I'm sick of having to carry this fucking franchise, but I'll do it. And it's a thankless job. It's why I say streaming's the hardest job there is. It's a thankless job, but I'll do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I went into it thinking there's no way it's as good as people say. It's very, very good. Now, is there a coincidence that this ad comes on after the draft lottery? Luka Doncic has been traded. This ad pops up. Bro, pause the ad. What? That's actually a great point. Why do I do that? Why do I do the things that I do?
But for the first time in 10 to 50, I'm going to a movie called The Ambassador. LeBron wins by 40 tonight and scores 50. I've talked about him in some way I feel. You know I love LeBron.
You know I love Luka.
I've talked about him incessantly for a decade. I still think he is absolutely remarkable. But for the first time in 10 to 12 years.
12 years.
I look at the NBA, which I've watched
for 2 decades.
And I say this with Ben Simmons.
I say this about
Hey, LeBron.
Hey, Luka.
We're good, bro.
We're good, bro.
You can go.
You can go.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You can hang around.
You hang around. Great.
You can go. We're all good here.
We're all good here.
I'd never.
And let me say this right now, because I know people are gonna like see stuff like this and take it out of context. Of course, there's gonna be plenty of Mavs fans, myself included, who are very excited about this. That doesn't mean anything about how we felt about Luka. Nobody this isn't a look how fast they switched up. Well, yeah, we're fucking fans. Of course, we're very excited about landing the number 1 overall pick for moving up in the lottery for the first time in the history of the team. Securing a number 1 overall pick in a draft where there's a clear-cut number 1 overall guy. Of course we're excited. Of course we're fun. We're having fun. Of course we're celebrating. That's it. Like it's of course, man. Exactly. We can't be sad about Luka forever because I can already envision it. I'm sure there are already people who are like, look how fast they switch up. It's like, well, what the fuck? Are we supposed to cry all the time, 24/7? You guys need to grow up a pair. Magnus ain't believe it. Isn't he a cheater? Didn't he put something in his asshole to make him better at chess, or is that another chess player? That's someone else? Okay, my bad. Aaron, 30 months of the site delusional club. What the hell? 1.8% chance that they win. Nico Patrick. Life is good, folks, even when it doesn't feel good. That's what's so beautiful about life, guys. This is a learning moment. This is a life moment. Even during life's toughest battles, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Understand that. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It always will get better. There's always positives and the negatives. It's never as bad as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. This is a life lesson. This isn't about basketball. This is a life lesson. This is life. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. Even in the lowest of lows, there are highs. Even at our lowest points, we can be good. Even at its lowest, life can be beautiful. Even at our lowest, there's hope. Even at our worst points, we can put our best foot forward to be the best we can possibly be. And if that's how we do and we control the controllables, then things will be all right for us. So that's what I did whenever I paid Adam Silver millions of dollars to rig the lottery. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's rigged. Cool. Thank God. Right? Like, that's my stance on it. The draft was rigged. Thank God it was. Like, what are you expecting me to say? Thank goodness. I'm happy they rigged it. No, you don't get it. It's not fair. Life's not fair. That's another life lesson, folks. We bought a gun on Schedule 1, and you saw how life turned around for us. And I'm not saying I'm going to buy a gun, but I'm buying the proverbial gun. Theoretically, it's a metaphor. I'm buying a gun, but it's not a real gun. I'm putting my best step forward. NBA's in the same category as wrestling. Don't know how you people watch it. Pretty simple. I sit down in this chair right here. It's a Shaquille O'Neal chair. I sit down in this chair, right? Boom. I sit down in it. And I turn it on. I put it on. I put NBA on, and I do this. That's exactly how I do it. It's not hard.